Hey, good morning, folks. It's Todd and Mike from Snyder's Hives and Honey. Well, it's a rainy day here. It's the 21st of January, 2022. We've been working hard the past couple of weeks trying to get the bees ready to go to California. So since it's raining today, we're working inside, and we just received this week a new extractor. So we're going to unbox this. We've got a 52 frame extractor that we just got from Hilco. So it'll handle 56 frames. So we're going to unbox this. We'll take a little more videos here, show you more about it, what's going on, what we're doing. And we also got a bottling tank from them today. So we will get this unboxed. We'll get it set up and we'll show you what it looks like. Well, we've got the lid off. So far everything looks good. As you can see, we've got to put the legs on it, the stand, and all of that. It does come with this nice, I think it's a, there's the specs on the motor. It's got your controls. It does have reverse. I do have to say the packaging on this was pretty good. So far we haven't gotten it all the way out, but doesn't look like any damage at all. So we will investigate here and inspect it as we uncrate it a little bit further. Mike's taking some of the side pieces off. We'll take a few more videos here. So just give you an idea the size of it. Measures to be about 45.5 inches in diameter, roughly 45 on the tank, but there's a little piece there, so it's a good sized machine, and it should hold 56 frames. So it'll hold one right in this section and another one there, another one here, here, alternating, as you can see down on the bottom. It will hold 56 medium size frames. All right, so we've got this Hilco extractor put together, got the legs on, the spout attached to it. I'm going to show you the controls on it. So we come up here, and Mike's going to show you what we have here. So on here, we have the buttons. Right now, we have power to it. It's got a cord that comes in here. And then there is a stop button, a run button. This button here controls your speed. If you want to reverse the direction, this button here reverses the direction. You can also set it up for run times, decrease, increase the time that you've got set for it to run right in here. So if you want to run it for 5 minutes, it'll run for 5 minutes, then it'll stop. So that's a nice feature on this machine also. But we'll just show you how it operates in just a manual mode at this point. So Mike's going to turn that dial.
Okay. First, make sure the stop is up. All right, run.
And we're at 55 RPMs. And you'll see, he'll turn it up a little bit. We're at about 107 RPMs right now. We're starting to feel some air blow out of the extractor as far as like a fan. You can hear this thing is really quiet. Balanced very well. Mike said about 150 RPMs.
Yep.
This thing tops out, I think, at 252.
252.
There's 180, 190, 200 RPMs.
Yep.
225. That's 252, top speed right there. This thing is not moving. It is not wobbling. Obviously, there's no weight in there from the frames, but it is balanced very well. Very quiet. I don't know if you can hear any noise at all. I can hear the motor running slightly. Has a conical bottom to it. and a drain that is on the bottom. Can't see it with it running, but I will shut this off here and we'll show you where the drain is, which is a nice feature. It's not on the side, the drain is actually on the bottom. Also, this button right here is an emergency stop button. You need to stop this thing, you hit that, shuts everything off immediately. Okay, so it slows down fairly quickly. So we so far am impressed with the quality of it. So that's it there. You want to stop it, you just hit this button right here, this red button. Michael hit that. That stops it at any point.
Takes the green light away.
Takes the green light away, yep, as Mike says, on the run. So now turn that dial there, Mike. Nothing happens because it's in the stop mode, even though it's got the digital display. The only way it's going to work now is if you hit that button that says run.
Good safety feature.
Yep, it's a nice safety feature. So you can't accidentally turn that dial and do it. So if you look down in here, I'm going to try and get a closer view. There's a pretty good view right through there. That's the drain. It's on the bottom of the extractor. And it may not show up in the video, but it is a conical shape. So from this point here, the rack is probably 3 inches from the cone, but down here it's a good 6 to 8 inches from the cone. So it's got a nice slope to it so that the honey runs down. It will come out this, I believe this is 1.5 inches. They do provide this nice honey gate with you, but the problem that we see is if you wanted to put it into a 5-gallon bucket, it won't fit into a 5-gallon bucket because the extractor legs aren't long enough to do that. So we probably won't be doing that. We'll probably be putting it into a clarifying tank, and from there we will be pumping it into barrels. So, but just wanted to show you, if you did want to put it into 5-gallon buckets, you would probably have to raise the legs up about 5 inches. A couple of cement 2.5-inch blocks or so, you would be able to raise it. The only disadvantage to that is it would raise the top of the extractor another 5 inches. So if you do have somebody who is vertically challenged, Mike maybe a little bit. I'm 6'2", Mike's 4'6".
7.5.
Oh, 4'7.5".
Yeah.
No, he's taller than that. He's, I don't know, 5'8"?
5'8".
Mike's 5'8". So it does come with 2 nice stainless steel covers. Of course, we're going to have to wash this all down. It was very dusty in the box that it came in. So this will all get washed, sanitized before we even use it. But just wanted to show you this, what it looks like. I want to tell you, it's probably, for the price point, what we paid for it, what Hilco sells them for, you can't go wrong. You really can't. The cost of this extractor was about $2,300 with free shipping. They shipped it down to me for free. I'm in the state of Florida, so they shipped it to me for free. There are other extractors on the market for 3-4 times this cost. I just couldn't warrant spending $10,000 for an extractor when I could buy this for $2,300 and do basically the same thing. You know, we haven't run any honey through it yet. Won't be till probably spring before we get a chance to run honey through it. But we will do a follow-up video on using the extractor. But I did buy this when I was at the Hive Life conference up in Tennessee. The first weekend in January with Cayman Reynolds, Bob Binney, and several other great speakers up there. But Hilco was there. I was there to look at some equipment while I was there. John at Hilco gave me a really good deal on the extractor, I feel. I did also buy a small bottling tank from him. He doesn't have all the equipment that I wanted at this time, but he's working on having more equipment available. But if you have any questions at anything, I would call John at Hilco Beekeeping Equipment. He was very nice to deal with. So my recommendation on this, I would give it a 9 out of 10. So the only thing I would hold back on it is if you wanted to put a 5-gallon bucket under there, you would have to raise the extractor up. But everything else on this, I think, is well worth the money that we paid for it. And we'll follow up with a review come springtime when we run some honey through it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And It's Todd and Mike from Snyder's Hives and Honey. And as we always say, be happy.